Ugh. Are you sure this isn't going to kill me? I am drinking it. I'm just saying, if I keel over dead, it's on you, Hunter. There's no way this shit's healthy. Just because it's okay for transfusions doesn't mean it's okay to drink. It tastes like it's been sitting in the bag so long the plastic started to leach into it. And it coats my tongue in this chemical film. I feel like I'm trying to down a bottle of nail polish remover. No wonder I've never met a vampire who lives on bagged blood. The convenience could never outweigh how fucking gross it is. Alright, that's it. All done. The bag is empty, my wounds are healed, and the aftertaste is god-awful. I don't think I'll ever get it out of my mouth. I think this is what I'm going to taste for the rest of eternity. Fine. Thank you for the blood. How'd you get it, anyway? You're too goody two-shoes to have robbed the Red Cross, but I can't think of how else you'd get your hands on bags of blood. You know people? That might be the worst attempt at being cryptic I've ever heard. Am I supposed to imagine you have black market connections? You, Cupcake? Whatever. Keep your secrets. Fuck. Feels good to be able to stand on my own 2 feet again. Now I just need a shower and a change of clothes, and I'll be ready to leave. Yes, leave. It's late, but there should still be some stragglers out there stumbling home from a bar or a club. I need something to top off the tank, and hopefully get that fucking taste out of my mouth. There you go again. You can't kill people. Blah, blah, blah. This is why no one invites a hunter to a party. You're all wet blankets. Oh, you're serious? I didn't know you were serious. Someone call the press. Cupcake's serious. And what exactly are you going to do to stop me? You can't just shoot me with a dart every time we have a disagreement. No, I mean you literally can't. You'll run out of darts. Very quickly, if past experience is any indication. Tomorrow night at the absolute latest. Fine, fine. I'm sitting back down. I guess we need to talk about this anyway. So, I invited an old friend to my birthday party who subsequently got himself captured by hunters, cracking under the pressure, and ratted me out. Armed with my home address, your coworker swooped in and grabbed me. I assume the association has absolutely gutted my place by now. Fantastic. I was starting to really like that house, you know. So, I can't go back there. Can't really stay in the area either, since as far as anyone else knows, I'm that bag of ash you poured out on my cell floor. If any other hunter saw me, we'd both be in trouble. The firing kind for you, for faking my death, and the no longer having a head kind for me, for not, being dead. Well, if not firing, what would they do to you? You can get court-martialed? By what court? Did I miss something and the association is backed by the government now? You can't just call anything you want a court-martial. You can't call just anything a court either. This is vigilante justice at best, Cupcake. Or a lynching. Would they kill you for this? Not a reassuring answer. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm not going to get caught. That means you won't get caught either. Works out for the both of us. That just leaves where we're going from here. Or more specifically, where I'm going. Your coworkers might have ransacked my house, but I have more than enough money to buy a new one somewhere else. It'll be a pain, and I am not looking forward to staying in hotels like this until then, but I've pulled through worse with less before. And there are worse notes for us to part on. I save your life, you help me out of a tight spot, We call ourselves even and go our separate ways. It's almost beautiful, if you think about it. Yes, obviously I'm going to keep killing humans. A vampire's gotta eat. Well, I hate to say it, but maybe you should have thought of the consequences of releasing me back into the world. I've never lied about what I am, Cupcake. Well, except for when we first met, but after that, total transparency. I am a bloodthirsty monster, and you knew that when you decided to mount your daring rescue. Don't get mad at me just because you're having second thoughts now that the adrenaline's wearing off. Tough shit, Hunter. Either get comfortable with what you've done, or pull that steak out of your holster and finish me off right now. Look, I get it. You're a softie under all that leather and you just got attached. There's no shame in that. Caring about people is what... If you ever tell anyone that I said this, I will kill you. But caring about people is what makes you a good hunter. Now, I would argue that being a good hunter isn't exactly a smart thing to want. What with the massively reduced life expectancy and the lack of any real rewards, but it's something you think is important. So, yeah, you care about people and that makes you more determined to save them. Which makes you do stupid, self-sacrificing shit and act like an idiot. Or be brave, whatever term you want to use. You saved me because you don't like to see people getting hurt, and it's not your fault that I like to hurt people. So stop worrying about shit that you can't change. Like me. I was a monster before you were born, and I will continue to be one long after you're dead. I know I don't have to be, but I like being one. I do. Cupcake, humans taste good. They're fun to chase, fun to scare, and fun to lick off my teeth as I drop their lifeless bodies into a river. I enjoy being this way, and there's nothing you can say to make me change my mind. Is that my phone? You stole my phone from the association. Why is that even a surprise to me at this point? You stole me from the association, and that's arguably worse. At least my phone doesn't eat people when you're not pointing a dart gun at it. Isn't someone gonna notice it's gone, though? You replaced me with a bag of corpse dust, but phones don't conveniently turn to ash when they die. How did you get a bricked phone to swap it out with? Unless that car is even more of an active choice than I imagined, I didn't think that you had that kind of disposable income. And you have my credit card, too. Of course. Let me guess, I also considerately provided us with this room. What can I say? I am such a generous person. Apparently, I can do charity in my sleep. All right, you've had your fun. Give them back. Give me my things, Hunter. Are you seriously planning on holding them hostage until I, swear off drinking blood? Take a vow of eternal kindness? No, hang on, I need a minute here. The full ridiculousness of this situation just hit me. You're playing keep away. We are grown adults. We have both tried to kill each other. Okay. You know what? I'm not having this conversation while caked in my own blood. Clearly, my life is spiraling out of control, and the only thing I can think of to help right now is not looking like an extra from a zombie movie. Might want to avert your gaze, Cupcake. I'm not shy, but I wouldn't want to offend your delicate sensibilities. I don't suppose you happened to pick me up a change of clothes while you were on your little spending spree? Oh. I kind of thought I'd have to send you out for some. Well, I couldn't have made a break for it while you were gone if I didn't have anything to wear. What was I going to do? Mount a daring escape wrapped in a hotel bathrobe? No credit card, every hunter in your chapter knowing my face. No way to get in touch with anyone. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I saw a payphone, and with contacts being conveniently digitized now, I've admittedly gotten kind of lazy about memorizing numbers. Oh, fuck. I missed hot water. We don't, but just because we don't feel the cold doesn't mean we don't like being warm. Almost like being alive again. Not as close as a good drink can get you, but... What's the plan? Or I guess I should say, what's your plan? Everything goes perfect for you tonight. What's the outcome? Okay, well, I am not going to agree to stop feeding on people, and it's not like you can keep an eye on me after this anyway. Ideally, I'll be halfway across the country from you. What? That's what I thought you said. Then I thought, no, that can't be right. I must have water in my ears or something. Cupcake did not just suggest the two of us go on a road trip. Sounds like a road trip to me. You and me in that shipmobile driving across the country. That's a road trip. And while I might be the kind of free spirit who can drop everything and go on an ill-advised journey of a lifetime, you have a job here that'll miss you if you don't check in. I think. I'm not actually sure how the association functions. For some reason, they don't send me newsletters. Uh-huh. Okay. So it's like the YMCA, but with more stabbing. What? Those things are everywhere, are interconnected, and may or may not have secret torture basements. It's the perfect comparison. I don't know what you're complaining about. Sure. Do you really think that dragging me along with you on your crusade against the creatures of the night is going to convince me to change my evil ways? Or do you just have no idea what else to do to keep me within tranquilizing distance? Ever the optimist. Look, I don't want to lie to you so soon after you busted me out, so I'll be honest here. I'm going to steal my stuff back and bail on you the first chance I get. Hunter. I'm decent, Cupcake. I just need you to hand me the clothes. Thank you. Shirt's a little big, but the pants fit fine. Definitely going shopping as soon as I can, though. I am not a sweatpants kind of vampire. What? Fuck you. You don't get to make fun of me for dressing down when you're the one that picked this shit out. I'd complain about your taste, but we both know you're goddamn delicious. You know it, Cupcake. I'm insatiable. And right now I am jonesing for something warm and sweet. You're the one who says I can't leave, and there are consequences for locking yourself in with a hungry vampire. So come over here and... Are those blackout curtains you're putting up? You really prepared for this, huh, Cupcake? Kind of. That's, really not staying up there. Budge over. I've got this. I used to have to use these all the time. There's a trick to getting them to stay put. Can't tell you the number of closets I've had to sleep in before I got to a point where I felt like these things would actually stay up all day. There. Double hooks on the ends. Distributes the weight more evenly. Short of just duct taping them in place, this is as good as it gets. Believe it or not, hotels do complain when you put duct tape on their walls. Actually, between that and me leaving bloodstained beds behind, I think they were more upset about the duct tape. I know not burning to death is important and all, but I think that I just let the curtains distract me from eating is a sign that imprisonment left me with brain damage. What? My mouth tastes like hand sanitizer. You're fucking ambrosia. I could have fixed the curtains after I finished cornering you. I wouldn't say I was planning to attack you. More like gently annoy you into letting me have a bite. Come on, Cupcake. Just a sip. I drink the bags like a good vampire. Don't I deserve a reward? Sending me to bed without supper. So cold, Hunter. So cold. How much more of the bag shit do you have, by the way? And can you get more? If you run out of to-go pouches on this road trip, I'm gonna have to feed on someone, like it or not. Well, yeah, I don't plan on being around long enough for this to be a problem, but you do. And from how you're dodging the question, I'm guessing you're making shit up as you go. Some things never change. For the record, I'm only settling in for the day because I am still fucking exhausted. Not because you told me to. That nap on the way here was great, but I definitely need a solid 8 hours or so to actually feel right again. You know, it's too bad you booked us a double. I would have loved to get you in my bed again. Fuck you too, Hunter. Sweet dreams, Cupcake. I swear to everything unholy upon this cursed earth, if we don't get signal soon, I am going to lose it. What? We've been driving for hours and the radio's worked for maybe 15 minutes total, which wouldn't be such a big deal if someone wasn't still holding my phone hostage. But as things stand, it's literally the only entertainment I have. I'm going stir crazy over here. How am I a hypocrite exactly? Okay, sure, I was complaining earlier, but 1, shitty entertainment is better than no entertainment. And 2, you can't tell me you were actually enjoying the 3 stations we managed to pick up. I was starting to think you would drive off a bridge if they aired one more ad for intimate protection. Don't make me hum the jingle, Cupcake. I'll do it. I'll take one for the team if it means I get to see your ears turn red. My stomach and I totally count as a team. Anyway, it's not like the music was much better. Only 3 stations, and somehow I think we still heard Don't Stop Believing 5 times. No, not a fan. Somehow the undyingly hopeful message just doesn't resonate with me. Also, every time it comes on, you can practically smell the depressed intern that assembled the After Dark playlist, desperately clinging to hope that someday they'll host the coffee hour in an industry that's already being devoured alive by podcasts. Well, fuck off. I am not jealous. I'm not. If anything, we should all be grateful that mics don't work on vampires. Do you have any idea how many boring hosts we'd have navel-gazing about the tortures of eternity? Combine every college student who has a show where they get high and talk about the meaning of life and whatever with the number of people who review Netflix series. We'd be overrun. Well, yeah, but I'm actually well-adjusted. No moping about living forever coming from this vampire. I'm still waiting on the flying cars I was promised. For a vampire. I'm well-adjusted for a vampire. Obviously, if a human was pulling half the shit I do, they'd need some fucking help. But I am a higher being, Hunter. Of course, I'm biased, but the top of the food chain makes the rules. Speaking of, this higher being's next decree is that you need to get your radio fixed. Or maybe some good CDs. The only saving grace about this old clunker is that you still have a disc slot. Might as well actually use it. I know you have CDs. I said you need good ones. Hey, eyes on the road. You can try to hit me later, when we're not hurling down one of the worst paved stretches you could possibly fucking find. I get that the back roads are supposed to help us keep a low profile and all, but the fact that we're in bumfuck nowhere can't be helping the signal thing. Actually, come to think of it, I don't suppose you've added a spare tire in here since I went through all your stuff? 'Cause if we get a blowout this far away from civilization, I don't think AAA's gonna be able to rescue us before the sun comes up. Your silence is deafening, Hunter. Hey, it's no problem. I'll just have to find the nearest cabin and messily devour the inhabitants so that we have a place to sleep for the day. Yeah, you and your darts. You have no sense of good old-fashioned fun. No, it's definitely fun for everyone involved. If getting murdered in the middle of the woods wasn't fun, why would there be so many movies about it? Actually, I try to avoid horror for the most part. Learned that lesson the hard way. I don't even remember the number of movie dates I went on where my cute so-and-so would pick out something scary so they'd have an excuse to hold my hand, and the gore would make me hungry enough to finish them off before the credits rolled. Not like I wasn't gonna eat them anyway, but I'd miss half the movie, and that kinda defeats the point of a movie date. What? Fuck off. I've always been blatant about the murder. You're just noticing it more now that you're trying to fix me. Still nothing. If you're gonna be picking up a new spare tire, and you should, I vote you get the radio fixed while you're at it. Unfortunately, that means we'd be stuck in one place while they did the repairs, and with how old this car is, they'd probably have to order parts or something. I'd Google it to get a better idea of how long that'd take, but I'll stop bitching about my phone when you give it back. Then I won't stop bitching. This is a hell of your own making, Cupcake. You alone hold the keys to your shackles. And mine. Seriously, we have to be over the state line by now. Just cut me loose and you'll never hear from me again. Not even a little tempted? Come on. You know this whole thing's gonna blow up in your face. It's like, I don't remember the title, but that movie where there's a bomb on the bus that'll go off if the bus slows down? That's basically you right now. I'm like an incredibly attractive pile of C4 riding shotgun. Cupcake, you can bullshit me about a lot of things, but I know you think I'm hot. Not a doubt in my mind. Of course, I also know you're completely repulsed by the whole man-eater thing, so it's not like I imagine you're gonna do anything about it. Speaking of, I'm starting to get peckish. Are we planning a pit stop anytime soon? Not that I'm looking forward to choking down another one of those bags, but it's better than nothing. Oh, sure, I can make it another hour or so, with no music to drown out the sound of your pulse, every breath flooding my senses with the smell of your blood, practically feeling the heat radiating off your skin, so close that I could just reach out and touch you. Thought you'd never ask. There was a sign for a rest stop in about a mile. Less now. Hey, be glad I'm not human. I'll only ever push for the one stop a night. If I were any other backseat driver, I'd be pestering you for bathroom breaks and shit. You should probably get something to eat while we're there. Fast food places will be closed, but I bet the convenience store is 24-hour. I could gas up while you get some snacks. Exit's right up there. What? Of course I saw it first. Better night vision, and just vision in general. Trust me, if it gets desperate enough that we turn to road games, you do not want to pick I Spy. I'll fucking obliterate you. I should have known better than to say that. You take everything as a challenge, especially coming from me. Why was I even surprised that you decided to make me your new project? Fuck, it feels good to stretch my legs. Must be so much worse for you. Not only are you the one driving, but you still have circulation to cut off. You say that, but I can see those jelly knees. Aren't you glad we didn't wait to stop? Yeah. Go get some food, Hunter. Maybe we could take a break before hitting the road again. Or I could take a shift behind the wheel, if you decide you trust me with your death trap. The chances that we'd get pulled over are so tiny, Cupcake. And besides, they ask for my license, I can always just eat the cob. Or enthrall them, sure, if you want to be boring about it. The sooner you get your snacks, the sooner you can swipe me a straw from the slushy station and I can break into a human ziplock. No, I'm good out here. Never been in a convenience store that didn't smell like vomit and cigarettes. Oh, come on, Cupcake. This place is dead. What trouble could I possibly get myself into?